Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 5th, or 6th, sorry. Just kidding. Let's see what's going on for you here, Taurus, for this week. And that'll be that, but let's see here. I like this reading. You have a lot of happiness here. You literally have this happiness card. And you also have that grape card, which says time to go out and have fun. So clearly, it is time for you to get out there and do something that you enjoy doing. I like to see that. But the funny thing is that you have a lot of withdrawn energy here. It's kind of weird. I just switched decks, and I switched decks pretty much between every single sign. But I was using the Radiant Rider Waite, whatever it's called, and now I'm using this one, which is the Radiant Wise Spirit Rider Waite, or whatever it's called. And everybody has had the Five of Cups. So I feel there's like a little bit of a need to maybe focus on things you're grateful for. The Five of Cups, one of the easiest solutions to the Five of Cups is gratitude. But you start off with this Soulmates card. I feel like you're waiting for a soulmate. I feel like you're waiting for a real connection. Again, some of you might, or if you already have a connection in your life, this could be your soulmate, plain and simple. But if you're waiting for a connection, I feel like you could be waiting for more of a soulmate type connection to enter into your life. The reason I say this is because, I'll just show you. You have the Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Magician. The Two of Wands is kind of like having tasted everything before. It's an energy of having experienced so much and kind of thinking there's nothing more. Look, we have the Five of Cups right here. Thinking like I have tasted all the colors of the rainbow. I have experienced everything. There's nothing more for me to experience. For some of you, I feel this is love. And again, if you're not interested in love, this could be business or work where maybe you just feel like I don't want to say that you're settling, but I feel like you're thinking that you're going to have to settle. Let's put it that way. But that's not true because the Two of Wands, he thinks he has experienced everything that there is to experience. The whole story of the Two of Wands is that he's looking out in front of him and he just sees his kingdom. He sees what he rushed to a finish line. He rushed to complete his journey. And so he feels like there's nothing more for him to experience, even though he has the whole world in his hands. So it's like there's much more for you to explore. The Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. For whatever reason, lately, for the past few months, I've been getting these messages of really needing to focus on what you're thinking about, your thoughts, guiding your thoughts, making sure you're thinking of the positive, all that other good stuff. And this has been coming up quite a bit, that people need to be very careful of their thoughts and what they're thinking about. So I would make sure that you keep it positive. I would make sure that you focus on the things that, bring you happiness and joy and not sadness or focusing on things that make you feel weak. And the reason I also say that is because you have the Magician. He's like a magnet. His thoughts create things, the Magician. And I really feel you need to focus on this energy of kind of grounding. You can see here that he's pointing down, he's pointing down to the earth. So he grounds his ideas, his dreams, his thoughts in reality. And he also has mastery over all the suits in the tarot. So I feel like you need to kind of focus on using the tools that you have at your disposal to make something a reality here on Earth. I feel like people discount taking a big dream and then manifesting it as small as possible. And why do we need to do this? Because we make it real when we do that. It's like I always tell people say, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I'm afraid to be on camera. I'm like, okay, well, just record a bunch of videos of you on camera, but don't put them up. It's like, at least you're getting started. At least you're putting the energy in. At least you're creating videos at that point, right? And then you can go from there. And usually people do, right? So I feel that, that's what's going on here in this reading, is that you have a lot of big ideas, but you need to start them small with the Magician. And that doesn't mean they're going to stay small, because they're probably not. They're probably going to be really big. I feel like you're manifesting a lot of stuff here, multiple things, not just one thing. You also have this Purity card. Again, I feel like focusing as pure as possible is going to be important for you, especially if you're trying to manifest something in your life. I wouldn't say be obsessive about it, but I do feel there's a need for you to kind of say, are there any conflicting thoughts in my vibration? Are there any things that I'm thinking that are preventing me from finding true love? It's I see all these people on TikTok, and by the way, TikTok is a hellhole as far as I'm concerned, but and toxic, but I see all these people on TikTok talking about love and how they want love, but then they, start bashing all their exes, or they start talking about how toxic men or women are, or vice versa, whatever, right? I don't take sides. I don't care. And what I would say here is it's like when you're doing that, you're focusing on the wrong energy. When you're bashing men or bashing women or bashing whatever, you're focusing on what you don't want, right? And I feel like this is saying you need to be very, very focused on exactly what you want, not what could happen, not the bad things that exist, right? Because those things do exist. I'm not saying they don't, but when we focus on it, then we get it, plain and simple. You have the Five of Cups, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be surprised at like how quickly you see results. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. It is putting work in and getting a result, plain and simple. The Five of Cups is a lot of disappointments. And again, I feel like this is why you're in the Two of Wands energy of thinking there's nothing better, right? Is because of the past disappointments. But he needs to be grateful for what he does have, and then he gets this bridge in the castle. That's pretty much what I've said to everyone this week who has had the Five of Cups, because every single sign has had the Five of Cups. And to me, it's like you're getting something better than just three cups. But again, you have to be open to living life a different way, or you have to be open to other possibilities that exist, you know, in life. Again, I get tons of comments from people who are like, all women are terrible, all men are terrible, all bosses steal your money, and all. I'm like, well, that's not true, because there are plenty of experiences, there are plenty of examples that go completely the opposite way from that experience. So it's like, yeah, you might have had bad experiences, but the potential for better ones exist with the Five of Cups. The good news is this right here, the Hermit. The Hermit says that, usually when we have a repeating problem, like maybe people cheat on us or whatever, usually we need to do some introspection, or it causes us to look at ourselves and say, what is it? Am I picking the wrong person? What am I doing here? And I feel like you've kind of found some inner answers, or you have been looking inside yourself with the Hermit to figure out what's going on here. And in this diagonal, boom, you have the Queen of Swords, which is clarity. It's like you finally understand like what it could be that is causing a repetitive problem in your life. And I'm not saying it's love, but it could be cheating. It could be maybe you keep experiencing a loss of money. And for some of you, I feel like it's a thought. So it's like if you have negative thoughts about money, or if you think money is evil or whatever, maybe you're having a hard time attracting money because of that. It could be anything, right? I'm just giving you some examples here. But the good news is, like I said, I feel like you're changing it. You have this happiness card and this grapes card. That grapes card says, time to go out and have fun. So clearly, I feel it's time for you to go out and have some fun and do things you enjoy. I always tell people the way that I changed my life when I was stuck for 3 years. I started having fun, literally. First thing I did is I started going walking, because I wasn't doing anything for like 3 years. And so I started walking. And before that, I was just being a potato, just a lump, right? And so I started walking. Then I started going out and having fun. I was punishing myself because, I thought like I wasn't successful. I wasn't doing anything with my life. So I felt like a loser, basically. And because of that, I was punishing myself, right? And we can't do that. That doesn't work. That's the opposite energy that we need to be in, right? It's like if we want happiness, we have to be happy. So I finally started allowing myself to go out, hang out with friends, things like that. And my life changed very, very quickly after that. So, I feel like that's what this is talking about. You have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess. The Queen of Swords, again, I feel is because you've been through the Hermit, you've gone through your dark night of the soul, or you've had some introspection, you've found the answers to improve your life. Because of that, I feel like you're improving your life. I mean, duh, it's pretty simple. With the Queen of Cups, I watch your emotions. I've been getting the Queen of Cups quite a bit over the past few months, and the Queen of Cups is really about your emotions and focusing on what makes you happy. So I feel you need to focus on like happiness, joy, just positive energy with the Queen of Cups, and that will attract much more positive energy into your life. I know it sounds simple, but it is. And you have the High Priestess. High Priestess, I feel, is saying trust your intuition, follow your intuition. But I also feel like I'm getting more inner voice, which is interesting. I don't really look at the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess as an inner voice card necessarily. That could be part of it, but to me it's more intuitive. She's more intuitive. She's more in tune, right? Which is a little different. She's more intuition, not necessarily inner voice, if that makes sense. But I feel like you're kind of like feeling something and hearing something internally. I also feel there could be a water sign coming in for you in love if you are looking at love. But let's see here. I have a feeling that the clarification is going to show us like a bigger improvements in your life. There you go. with the two wands, you have the three cups, choosing to be happy. Card of celebration, card of community, card of reunions, card of like just having a good time. And I feel like that's what you're allowing yourself to do here with the Three of Cups, is like, no matter what is going on in the world, allowing yourself to have a good time. I've been encouraging people to do this because like, I'm not worried about the future yet. But what I would say is it's like, we're kind of inching towards something and whatever. And I feel like during like the 1920s, when we had the Great Depression, it's like, as a collective, the collective had to buy into that energy. The collective had to kind of buy into the fact that we're falling into a depression. I'm not saying that we're not, but I'm saying is maybe collectively, if we move towards the positive and focus on positive, we'll get more positive and we can avoid something. And, that's what I would say here. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, trust your intuition. I would also say that you're kind of like, I feel like you need to be open to mystery here. It's like, sometimes I feel with the High Priestess, she can be a little bit negative if she comes up in reverse. I don't read reversals, but I do, just based off of intuition. And what I would say here is like, she sees the beginning, middle, and end of all situations. She has all three stages of the moon on her crown there. And so she kind of like, in the reverse, sometimes I feel it's almost like she assumes how things are going to go. She assumes like, oh, this relationship is going to end badly because of this, but she doesn't actually know. Or she assumes a business is going to fail because of this, but she doesn't actually know. And I feel like this is saying, jump into the mystery and allow yourself to be surprised. Not only that, she sees the beginning, the middle, and the end of all situations. Can you change your vision of the beginning, middle, and end? Can you create your own reality? Magician, right? Can you say, you know what, maybe the old me would see this failing, but maybe the new me can see this going a different way? Can you rewrite your story mentally, is what this is asking you to do. Yes, by the way, Magician, Ace of Swords, victory. Literally just answering my question. This is you rewriting your story in your head, is what this is, this whole entire reading. So you can live your wildest dreams, but you have to live it up here first. With the Five of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Again, you could have been dealing with some lying, cheating, stealing, or some negative energy. So I would get out of your head there, and that's all I'll say. With the Hermit, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is what's waiting for you. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. Ten of Pentacles is like fortune after difficulty, abundance, success. It's building or leaving a legacy. I'm pretty sure in your June reading, you had this card, so I feel there's a lot of success for you here, Taurus, but I feel like you have to like put in the work to have it. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Emperor, love it, taking the lead. See, people are becoming very bold, very interesting. I'm doing all 12 readings today for the week because I have a trip coming up at the end of the week, so I gotta like get moving this week. And it's kind of interesting when I do like all 12 readings in a day, because I get to see like, the progression of what's going on. And a lot of people have been getting very much this leadership energy. Even the Two of Wands, your first card, is a card of leadership. The Emperor is a card of taking the lead. I feel like you're becoming very bold, very assertive, very Emperor-like. You're stepping into your power. Love it. With the Two of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is what you're changing your life, really. I feel you're changing your life because of the Dark Night of the Soul with that Hermit that you had, or whatever introspection you've done. And now you're able to take control of your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune can be a card of taking control of your destiny or needing to take control of your destiny. But again, I feel like you didn't know maybe in the past what was controlling your destiny. It's like maybe you didn't know that negative self-talk was controlling you. Maybe you didn't know that picking a certain type of person was controlling you, but now you know, so I feel like you're taking control. With the Queen of Cups, you have the King of Swords, knowledge, wisdom. I feel like there could be an older person coming in for you as well. Definitely new love if you're looking for love, by the way. I wouldn't really say love is a focus here. I would say that your thoughts are creating your reality at this time, and you're realizing that. It's like you're like mentally rewriting your story, like I said, and I feel that's the most important thing you could do here. But I do feel like there could be love around you if you want it. It could be someone older than you, any sign. It doesn't have to be an air sign like the King of Swords. It could be any sign, and I feel like it's someone who has a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share. With the High Priestess, you have the Hangman. Again, a lot of Pisces energy, as always. Every single reading I do for you, there's like a creepy little Pisces in around you. It could be your child. And I'm laughing because my mom is a Taurus, right? And I'm a Pisces, if you didn't know. But for some of you, I feel like it could be love. For others, I just feel like it could be like a guide or a person who's like guiding you at this time. Well, let's see. Here, again, it's a very simple reading. If I'm being honest with you, the thing I would focus on is like beginning, middle, end. before you enter into something, can you create the beginning, middle, and end in your head? And can you create it differently? You have the Queen of Pentacles, so you have the resources to do this. Queen of Pentacles, more resources entering into your life. She's also focusing on her resources. She's not focused on this right here. That's a rabbit, obviously, and the rabbit can represent fears, illusions. It just represents fears and anxiety. On this card, it can represent abundance and fertility, but it also represents the fact that she's focusing on her pentacle. She's not focused on like fear and anxiety. Middle row, you have the Death card, transformation. Everybody's going through a transformation right now. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Bottom row, you have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a choice. Two of Pentacles is juggling, but it's like, the energy lately has really been reminding me of a book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. In that book, he says, something to the effect of, if everything worked out like 100% exactly how you wanted it to work out in your life, what would that look like? I think we're too used to thinking negatively, right? We're addicted to it as humans. And so it's like, we don't think like I think we don't go in that direction. Like, we don't think, oh, everything can work out 100% positively. Maybe it can't. Maybe everything is already working out 100% positively or in the right direction, even if it doesn't look like it. And I kind of get that here. It's like you have a choice with your thoughts. Pretty powerful reading. I feel like you're creating your destiny like with your thoughts, literally. So that's exactly what I would do if I were you. I love this reading because I feel like if you are positive, it'll go in the positive direction. Love it. So there you go. Thank you for being here, Taurus. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.